Well, I just got set up here in my stand. It's about 4:45. I haven't hunted out of this stand all year. I normally hunt across the field from here. If you've seen any of my videos in the past, a lot of my late season hunts are in a ladder stand directly across the field from me here in the pines. A lot of those pine trees over there are dead, and they were falling all around my tree stand. So I had to take that stand down and get it out of there. So I've got a hang-on set up over here, overlooking the same field. I don't have nearly as much visibility on this side as I do from over there. Plus the power lines are right here in front of me. The power lines are, 25 yards in front of me at the same elevation as me. So I've got to be really careful any shots in this area because of those power lines. We had a lot of rain come through the past 2 days. We had about 4.5 to 5 inches of rain. We've got a steady north wind today. I'm actually way down on the side of the hill here, so because of that, I'm a little bit sheltered from the wind. Temperature's been dropping all day long, so I'm hoping that they'll just start moving here in a little bit and taking advantage of this side of the hill. I hear him up there. He's either making a rub or a scrape. I can't tell which one. I had those 2 bucks. First one ran through real fast. Second one went halfway across, stopped, came back, browsed around right up here at about 60 yards, and then slowly went across the field. I was sitting here, texting with my brother, and I look across the road. So I looked across the road over in the field behind his house, and there's 2 bucks fighting behind my brother's house. I hear something behind me. Well, I'm just about out of light. I'm about 10 minutes from end of legal shooting light. So it's going to be a full moon tomorrow night. So there'll be a lot of light on this hillside once that moon pops up. So I'm just going to take my time to get out of here after a while. No need in overdoing it or blowing this area out. But good afternoon set. Looking forward to the youth hunt this weekend, so hoping my son and nephew can get him a deer. Let's see. Oh, there's another deer. Another deer just came out right now. It's a doe. Just had a doe come out. Alright, well I just knocked off work. It's about 4:15 today. Knocked off work a little early just because it was a crazy busy, stressful day. I'm heading into the pine thicket. I'm going to the far opposite corner of the pine thicket. About the closest I've hunted to that is probably 200 yards away. and the deer use in there a lot. My uncle has historically not hunted in there because he felt like it was too close to the property line and to the neighbor's house. So I'm still about 100 yards from the neighbor's house, and I'm a good 60, 70 yards from the property line. It's so thick you can't see more than 30, 35 yards anyway. So I'm gonna go down there, set up, hunt till dark, and just give it my best shot. Hey everybody, so I'm in the stand now. What we've got here is there's a crossing right here in front of me, about 15, 20 yards. I've got a crossing behind me, a deer trail behind me, about 15 to 20 yards, but it's really thick. About 75 yards in front of me is a pond, a spring-fed pond. It's the only pond on this side of the road on the hillside. So my pond up near my house went dry this summer. And so the only water source on this whole ridge is right down here. And these deer come right down through here. And they come to get water right before dark. So let's see if I can get lucky and get something in here. Man. Alright, well, I'm walking out of here. It was kind of a bust. There's lots of squirrels around me. Lots of squirrels. And then I later found out that I had a bunch of turkeys back there feeding behind me. And the only reason I knew they were there is because I heard them fly up to roost right behind me. So, anyway, it's an all uphill climb out of that stand. It's downhill all the way in and uphill all the way out. So I've got quite a walk ahead of me. Listen to all those owls. They're just right down here in the edge of the woods. I see them down here all the time. It's so cool hunting beside so many owls on a regular basis. Alright, well, I'm making my way into my stand. Today's the last day of the Tennessee archery season. Muzzleloader opens tomorrow. So it's about 3:45. End of shooting lights around 6:10. I was hoping to be out a little bit before now, but I got pulled into some situations with work. But making my way in real slowly. I'm going back to the place I hunted at the other day, all the way over on the far corner of the pines. It's down near the road, and it's Friday afternoon, so there's going to be a lot of traffic coming up the road from people coming home from work. But sometimes that works in my favor. It's really dry, so the leaves are making a lot of noise. But sometimes it works in my favor to have all that traffic noise because it acts as kind of a cover for me, especially if I'm trying to self-film. So, oh well. Hear all the road noise. We got nothing going on yet. A lot of traffic going up and down the road. Weather is very different today from what it has been the past few days. Temperature's been going up. We're up into the middle 60s today. We have been having lows in the upper 20s the past few days. Well, we've got a heat wave coming through. Temperatures are going up, so I don't know how the deer are going to respond to it. I hear something coming. There's a deer walking through the field, heading to the pond. At least one, maybe two. It's so thick you can't see it. I'm hoping it comes back out this way. I hear another one over here in the woods, but I don't see it yet. That deer's out in the field. It's slowly coming this way. Coming back from the pond. There's another one right there. Right there's another one. There's another one behind it, out in the field. It's coming this way. That was pretty exciting. Saw 3 deer. They all stayed out in the field though. I was expecting them to stay just inside the tree line, but they didn't. They came through out in the field, either going to the pond or coming from the pond. It looked to be 2 large does and a fawn. Anyway, I'll be out of light before long, so I'll have to get down and make my way back out of here. And tomorrow is muzzleloader, so, well, I think that was an owl flying up or landing right over here beside me. Got a buck grunting back here behind me. They're chasing right back here. everybody. Man, that was insane. About 5 minutes before end of legal shooting light, the woods exploded behind me. There were deer chasing. I couldn't turn my camera on because they were 15 yards behind me. They had me pinned down. They ran all around in there for I don't know how long. They finally worked their way off up the hillside. And I managed to get out of there. I left my camera arm in the tree because it was going to make too much noise. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get up in the morning and come out here. Even though it's close proximity to the road and to the neighbors, I think, and it's muzzleloader tomorrow, I think I'll just bring the bow back out with me. Those deer were using in there heavy this afternoon. I have no idea how many deer there were in there just then. No idea. I'd guess there were at least 4 or 5. And I heard 1 or 2 grunting. He could have just been little yearlings. But either way, good activity. Things are starting to pick up. I'm going to try to get out of here. Try to make my way through the pines and get to the top of this hill. I'll catch you later.